Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the floor the bride and groom for their first dance.
To my gorgeous soon-to-be wife, I absolutely love you. You look amazing. To my wonderful, amazing future wife, I want you to know that from the first time I saw you, I knew you were something special. You took my breath away and made my heart beat so crazy I didn't know what to do. I love you so much and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and Sue.
It's been a real honour to watch Jess grow and develop over the years, but it all went so quickly. Going back to Jess's early teenage years, and come down and pick up Jess and we'd go out for a meal and she'd tell me about what was going on in her life, school, family, friends, clothes, fashion, all that sort of thing. Coincidentally, I think it was at about this time that scientists on the International Space Station discovered the universe's first supermassive mobile phone bill. One day, Jess introduces me to her new boyfriend, Pete. He's a really nice bloke. Some months go by and one fine day Pete calls round looking uncharacteristically nervous. I said, Jess isn't here. He said, it's you I want to see. So suddenly I'm looking uncharacteristically nervous. And basically he says that he wants to ask Jess to marry him and he asks for my blessing. I'm pleasantly surprised and say yes, which brings us to today. Congratulations to the both of you. I wish you all the happiness and joy for the future, but also to hope that your partnership will help you deal with any ups and downs along the way.
I could really stand here and take the mickey out of my baby brother all day. There are really so many stories that I had to leave out. But I should really tell you more about how Ped met Jess. So Ped was quite correct in the fact that when he saw Jess, he was absolutely speechless. But it wasn't just speechless, he did say, pretty, pretty, pretty. And when you nudged me to go to the bar, it wasn't just a simple, she's so pretty. I was like, Pete, do you want a pint? Pretty. What's that? A lager? Pretty. A Peroni? Pretty. So eventually I got the fact that he was pretty smitten with Jess. And strangely, he actually managed to convince her to go out with him even though he was dancing. And if any of you have seen Pete's dancing, that's actually quite a feat. But the sad thing is, Pete already had someone in his life that gave him love, care, affection, loyalty. But that's enough about Zuma. He was about to meet someone that was going to be able to give him all of those things and more, and be absolutely brilliant. but was actually human.
Peter, do you take Jessica to be your lawful wedded wife? Do you promise to be not only her husband, but also her best friend, to be loving and faithful to her for the rest of your life?
I do.
And Jessica, do you take Peter to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to be not only his wife, but also his best friend, to be loving and faithful to him for the rest of your life?
I do.
I'm going to ask you to declare your freedom to marry, and then you'll both exchange your marriage vows. Peter, please repeat after me. Say the words to Jessica. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Peter James Wickens, may not be joined in matrimony to Jessica Orion McGeorge Story Matthews. Perfect, thank you. Well, Peter and Jessica, you have given your marriage vows and promises to each other in front of everyone here. And it is my great pleasure to announce that you are now married. Congratulations. To greet and welcome for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Wickens.
I can honestly say, since meeting you, Ped has become a much happier, nicer, friendlier person. His dress sense has improved. It's not perfect, but it has improved. I can only hope that Ped makes you as happy as you make him. Thank you for being you and being such an important part of Jester. That said, I know that when you move in with Jess, you're going to miss your second home, which is actually the County, which is a pub up near Mum and Dad. He spends a lot of time there, and I think they're going to miss the money that you spend. So I wanted to get you a little gift, and I found this in Mum and Dad's cellar. Like I said, I found that in your cellar.
There's a little wooden swing down by the pier. The
moss hangs by the pines, been hanging there for years. When I took your hand and walked down to the dock, you told me that you loved me, you weren't ever gonna stop. And that's how I know I belong where you go. Someone's mama wore this dress in 1953. I bet way back then she looked a little bit like me in this vintage lace that we found on the road. In that dime store way out west, we started talking about a home, and that's how I know I belong where you go. Anywhere I'll follow you, the hills of Tennessee or the emerald ocean blue. Of nothing else, I've been so sure that baby I belong where you are, where you Bobby socks and dresses sewn in blue. Sooner than we planned, now everything's brand new. But you take her hand and walk down to the dock. I can tell you love her, boy, and you ain't ever gonna stop. And that's how I know I belong where you go.
But I'd like to end with a final story which will lead to the final toast. So the name of this story is called Jug Avoidance. Obviously, I'm not a rugby player. I haven't got the athletic prowess or the muscular build that these guys have, or does Pete. But apparently, in the rugby world, if you score 3 tries during a match, you have to buy a jug for the team. Pete's well known for spending 5 minutes on the pitch and scoring 2 tries, somehow becoming injured and having to limp home. So I'd like us all to take advantage of the fact that he's paid for this wine, he's paid for the alcohol. Final toast, Ped and Jess.